So it must be quite tricky to create a giant hole in the ground. Doctor Who Confidential's on BBC 3 now, and here on BBC 1 we're just a little bit excited. Will it be Sophie, Lauren or Danielle heading over the rainbow? It's the final, next.
There are fixed points through time where things must always stay the way they are. This is not one of them. This is an opportunity.
What are you doing?
Protecting our race against the apes.
The future pivots around you, here, now.
This is war.
There's no chance.
This ends here.
It only ends with our victory!
Amy!
Rory!
Don't do this!
No!
Hello, join me later tonight for the National Lottery In It to Win It 2012. Here in the studio, 5 players, all hoping to win lots of money. Oh, and you could have a fabulous night too, with the draws from Lottery HQ. So be sure to join me later, right here on BBC 1.
Well, we followed the yellow brick road for the past 10 weeks and now Oz is in sight. But for which Dorothy? Now on BBC 1 and sizzling on the BBC HD Channel 2. It's the final.
This is Over the Rainbow. It's the grand final and the Lord can save no more. As Danielle, Lauren and Sophie fight for those ruby slippers. And your vote alone will decide who wins. Thousands of girls wanted to be Dorothy. But only the strong survived. And no one wanted to go home. But one by one, they fell. Now just 3 remain. Danielle.
I know I can do this, and I just want the public to believe in me too.
Lauren.
I would be the happiest girl on the planet if I was to win that role.
And Sophie.
I just don't want it to be ripped away from me, because it's so close. I've come so far.
Tonight, one will be crowned winner. One life-changing role. One Dorothy. Who that will be is down to you. Swept the nation. Tonight, you and only you decide who becomes Andrew Lloyd Webber's next leading lady. Our friends of Dorothy are out of control. The panel are beside themselves with excitement. And the Lord is in a state of absolute frenzy. Oh! Just the green. We started with thousands. Now just 3 Dorothys remain. Here performing a Wizard of Oz medley. Please welcome our Dorothys past, present and future. No flying monkeys, I feel cheated. Now, this is the night we've all been waiting for. This evening, we will create a West End star. It's a three-way fight. Sophie, Lauren, or Danielle. One of them will be crowned the nation's favourite Dorothy. At the end of this show, we'll announce which girl is in third place and out of the competition. Then, in our second live show at 8:55 tonight, our final two will battle it out for your votes and the chance to win that role of a lifetime. It's going to be a right old ding-dong, but who will become Dorothy? We know it won't be Steph. Last week, Andrew decided to save Lauren in our final sing-off of the series. But there'll be none of that tonight. Oh no, the Lord is now powerless. Your votes alone will decide who becomes Dorothy. Here, one last time to guide you, our panel of experts. She's as ferocious as a lion, but deep down she's just a pussycat. It's Sheila Hancock. He has the brains of the scarecrow could only dream of, John Partridge. She has a voice that would break even the Tin Man's heart, Charlotte Church. And last but not least, our mighty Lord, Andrew Lloyd Webber. He's lost his power, that's what that means. Tonight we'll also reveal which of our final 5 dynamic doggies will become Toto. Yeah. Gonna be here. But as for Dorothy, in a moment we'll open up the phone lines. They'll remain open for approximately 40 minutes before we freeze them. Then at the end of tonight's first live show, we'll announce which girl is in third place. We'll then reopen the phone lines. All votes cast up to that point will carry forward. Then in our second live show of the evening, our final two will battle it out for your votes. And it starts right here. The phone lines are now open. The number to call is 09011 2122. If you want Sophie to win that dream West End role, add 01. If you want Lauren to win, add 02. And if you want Danielle to win, add 03. Calls fast 25p for BT landline. Other operatives may vary and calls from mobiles will be considerably higher. 14p from each call will go towards the BBC Performing Arts Fund. Lines will be open for approximately 40 minutes, and if you're under 18, remember to get the bill payer's permission. Full terms and conditions are available at bbc.co.uk/Dorothy. The search to become Dorothy has become a real-life soap opera. With Kansas in sight, the Lord thought he'd invite the girls to his little country house to find out how they're feeling about that dream role.
I just really, really hope that the public can see how much I want this, how much I've worked, how much I've grown in this competition. I really feel that I'm so ready for this part now. It's just in my body now that I am Dorothy. I know that I am Dorothy. This week I need to be the best I've ever been. I just cannot let it slip away from me now. I know I can't because it's so close. I've just got to absolutely perform my heart out.
Don't stop believing.
If you think Sophie deserves to be Dorothy, then dial 09011 2122 and then add 01.
I cannot believe that I am here in the final 3. I feel like I'm having a dream. Everyone knows who Dorothy is, and I just think to be able to recreate that role on a West End stage would just fill me with the most amount of joy I think I'd ever have in my entire life, and I want the role more than I can put into words.
If you want Lauren to wear those ruby slippers, dial 09011 2122, then add 02.
If I won, it's another life, and I couldn't want anything more than that. That's the only thing I've ever wanted to do with my life, and now that I've found it and I've got this far, it's almost as if I can't turn back now. I'm here, and I really, really want to go all the way.
If you think Danielle's destined for the Emerald City, then dial 09011 21 22 and add 03.
So, Andrew, this is it. Tonight, the nation decides who becomes Dorothy. I mean, a career is at stake. You've chosen the first set of songs that the girls are going to sing.
I have.
So what should we look out for?
Well, first, can I just say that we wouldn't be here tonight without the most fantastic production team that I've ever worked with. I mean, it's extraordinary.
It's an amazing show.
And second, we wouldn't be here tonight without these wonderful Dorothys, who are the most talented bunch of girls any producer could have hoped to find. And so I'm really quite relaxed because they are all three fantastic. And I'd say to all three of them that to get this far in this competition means that they're all three winners. And they've all got great careers, and I'd be proud to present them at the London Palladium. But what are we looking for? We're looking, of course, for a Dorothy who can hold that stage, who can act, who can sing and dance with a sense of comedy, and who is going to bring something special to the role that we haven't seen before.
Thank you so much, Andrew. OK, first up tonight is our Welsh Dorothy, Sophie Evans. Here's how she made it all the way to the final. Sophie, you're through to next week's live final.
When he called my name and said you could still be in the final, it was the biggest feeling of shock. But then I thought, oh my gosh, I'm in the final. I'm in the final. I just couldn't believe it because I didn't expect it in a million years. I could still be Dorothy. I could still be a leading lady, and oh, it's just unbelievable. Just to think that I've come so far from that first edition, the callback. You can see my heart.
You could still be Dorothy.
Standing in our room waiting for Charlotte to tap us on the shoulder, I really thought it was the end. She went, you were the final 20. I was just ecstatic.
Here's Sophie!
I just really, really hope that the public can see how much I want this, how much I've never changed who I am.
I absolutely loved it.
Bravo you.
I've always tried to give the best performance I can.
Sophie, I think you've had a breakthrough. I thought you did it beautifully, darling.
And I really hope that they can see that I'm such a fighter. If I won this competition, it would just be the biggest, just the biggest prize that I could win ever in my life.
I'm Dorothy.
I really feel that I'm so ready for this part now. I'm so ready to be Dorothy. I know that I can. I know that I can do it.
The question is, do you think she can do it? And don't forget, you'll be able to sing along with all our Dorothys tonight by pressing your ruby red button. Let's bring on our first Dorothy. She's a small-town girl hoping for a big-time role. It's Sophie! Our 17-year-old from Donapandy in Wales is our youngest contender. She's singing Tomorrow, but can she land that role of a lifetime later tonight? Could Sophie be your Dorothy? It's all in your hands now. Here's Sophie!
Tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I can stick out my chin and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya tomorrow.
final start to the show. Remember, if you want to vote for Sophie, Lauren or Danielle, the numbers are on the bottom of the screen now. Sophie, you've had an incredible few months on the show. I mean, do you feel different? Do you feel changed by the whole thing?
Completely. I just feel I've grown so much. I'm still that girl from Tana Pandy. That's not going to change. But I've just grown in confidence. I can do things with my voice that I didn't realise I could do. And it's just been the best thing in the world. I wouldn't change up anything.
Now, remember, back at the very beginning of the competition, you met some West End leading ladies. Well, they've been keeping a very close eye on you. And now starring in Chicago on Broadway, this is Ruthie Henshaw.
I'm so proud of you. I've been watching your progress from here in New York City, and you've blossomed week after week after week. You're such a huge, huge talent, and no matter what the outcome, Sophie, you've already won. It's just such an achievement.
Is that nice?
Yes.
Well, Ruthie's on your side. What about the panel? Sheila, the first solo performance of the final. Did Sophie deliver?
Yes, she did indeed. She did indeed. I mean, the wonderful thing about you, Sophie, is you have true glamour. And I don't mean that in a waggy, blingy way. You've got old-fashioned allure. The camera loves you. And to begin with, your appearance was slightly belied your performance. You were a bit head-girlish. You were a bit tight. But you've come right through that. It's quite amazing, the transformation. The way you lived that song was beautiful. Well done.
Wow. Very nice. John!
Sophie, you are so charismatic. You really have this wonderful, open and honest quality. And when I watch you, I can really see you as this farm girl wanting, wishing for a better life. I've probably been your harshest critic on this panel, and I just want to tell you tonight how very proud of you I am. I hear that Cardiff may not have done so well in the football tonight, but Wales definitely has a winner in you.
All right. Charlotte, how are you feeling?
I think, like you said yourself, Sophie, you've grown so much. I think out of all the girls, you've taken the biggest journey throughout this whole competition, and you've brushed up rather nicely, it has to be said. And I think there's something about your face that's so emotive. I want to believe you more than anybody else that I watch. So I think that Wales should be very proud of you. Well done, good girl.
All right, that's the panel. Andrew, our first solo performance of the night. What did you think?
And Wales should be very proud of you, because you did it beautifully. I mean, a song also, interesting, isn't it, that the most famous song in musical theatre for a young girl, other than Over the Rainbow, is also sung with a dog. Because, of course, there's a dog in Annie, isn't there? You did it really, really beautifully. And if you win the competition, we're just going to have to work at that dance. But you are a very, very strong contender, have remained so, and we're all very proud of you.
Congratulations, Sophie. Thanks to Andrew. If you want Sophie to win, don't just sit there. Show your support. The number you need to call is 09011 2122. Then add 01. Every vote really does count for our Dorothys. OK, let's meet our second finalist, a 22-year-old hoping to hitch a tornado ride to Kansas, Lauren Samuels. Lauren, you are in the bottom two.
I have been in the bottom two the most, and although it's incredibly wonderful that Andrew has saved me 3 times now,
I'm going to save Lauren.
I now feel like, out of the finalists, I'm the one that got through by the skin of my teeth.
You do, you just feel like the most unpopular girl on the planet.
Maybe the public haven't warmed to me because I haven't entirely shown myself, but I'm just as vulnerable as all the other girls. When I came to the first audition, I never in a million years dreamt that I would be in the final 3. The very first show, walking into that studio, I just didn't feel like I was old enough or, big enough to take on such a mammoth task.
I thought a really good performance. I think your best yet.
Beautiful. It moved me deeply.
That was one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life.
You've probably got the most experience out of all the girls here, and it is starting to show.
I do feel incredibly lucky that I'm here now, and I never thought in a million years that I would make it as far as I have. My dream has been, ever since I was a little girl, to be a leading lady in the West End, and I'm so grateful to Andrew for saving me all those times, because I'm so close to that dream now. It just seems completely out of this world.
Only you can make that dream come true. Determined to skip away to those ruby slippers, it's Lauren! Our Leicestershire lovely is performing I Could Have Danced All Night, which is exactly what she'll be doing if she wins. Could Lauren be your Dorothy? It's your call. Here's Lauren!
Bed, I couldn't go to bed. My head's too light to try to set it down. Sleep, I couldn't sleep tonight. Not for all the jewels in the crown. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. But still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting. Why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I'll never know it's so exciting. Why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me. I could have danced all
Lauren, everybody! Wow! I know nothing, but that was a very high note. I know that much. Lauren, it seems cruel to bring it up, but Andrew has saved you now 3 times, more than the other 2 girls in the final. Do you think, has that made you more determined to win?
Yeah, I definitely think I'm extremely determined to win, and I'm just so grateful to Andrew for saving me so many times, and I just hope that the public can see that I could still be their Dorothy.
Well, I know you've got lots of support out there, including West End leading lady Sheridan Smith. Here she is.
Hey, Lauren. I'm so excited. You made it to the final. I knew you would. Good luck tonight. You have got such star quality and a massive career ahead of you, so just enjoy it. I've got everything crossed. You feel like a proud mother. Well, big sister. Good luck. Knock 'em dead, girl. Mwah.
Fantastic. She's rooting for you. Let's see if the panel liked it. John, I'll start with you. Was that a performance of a winning Dorothy?
Lauren, I'm here to tell you, you are definitely not the most unpopular girl on the planet. I think everybody here would agree with me on that. There you go. This competition is to find a leading lady, and that's what you are, Lauren. You come out here week after week, and you show us that you are ready for this challenge. You are a producer's dream, and if I was producing this show, I'd have cast you weeks ago. I think you are sensational.
Charlotte.
Lauren, I think you have undoubtedly the best voice in the competition. That performance was flawless. That top note was absolutely gorgeous. Every performance that you've come out and given each week, I've been slightly enamoured with, which I'm a little bit embarrassed to say, and I'm a little bit jealous as well. You're unbelievable. Well done to you.
And Sheila, what do you
Well,
think?
again, like Sophie, I think you've had an enormous breakthrough. I mean, at the beginning, for me, you were a bit of eyes, teeth and tits when you're a musical comedy. Excuse me, I don't care. The show is finished. They can't sack me. But now, I I think the rejection did you a lot of good. Because now, that last note, it wasn't just a good last note, it was a note of pure joy. You allowed joy to come out. And you wouldn't have done that at the beginning, it would have been acted joy. Well done.
All right. Let's go to Andrew, and it may be the last show, but no more potty mouth. No more potty mouth. Off you go.
No. The first top B flat I think I've ever heard on any of our shows, or probably any other reality show, I would say. Bravo. Hey. What? Well, first, Lauren, I want to say thank you very much, because it's proved that I was right to save you. And the second thing is that when we were working last weekend, I heard that soprano voice, and I thought, my goodness, there's a soprano lurking here, and we have not heard it. And I said, look, why don't we do I Could Have Danced All Night, which is about a young girl, you know, having had a fantastic moment with Professor Higgins, of course, when he just asked if he could dance with her. And there you delivered it, with all the vulnerability and everything everybody says you haven't got. You're a producer's dream, you're fantastic.
Wow. Well done, Lauren. Lauren would dearly love to add West End leading lady to her CV. If you think she deserves to be Dorothy, the number to call is 09011 2122, then add 02. Still to come, our Quest to Crown Toto reaches its canine conclusion, plus our former Dorothys unite for a special group performance, and our final three battle it out for your votes with the Lion, Tin Man and Scarecrow. Let's meet our third and final Dorothy. Gunning for the role, Manchester's Danielle Hope. You are through to the final.
He called my name, and just this, like, explosion of emotion was just, like, going off like a firework display. To think that a little girl from Urmston could be Dorothy is just incredible. And I nearly didn't come to audition. So this is a pretty big thing. I had to make this massive decision between education or putting everything on the line for this. And I just thought, you know what, I can't not take this opportunity, because I don't want to kick myself the rest of my life. I do not want to regret anything.
You could be Dorothy.
I'm so glad that I did now.
Sensational.
You are on fire.
You're really fantastic.
She will be a big star. I'm absolutely convinced of that.
I'm nervous about Saturday, because now I've completely put my heart into this, I'm scared of it getting shattered. I've been in the bottom two twice, and when you are in the bottom two, your immediate reaction is the public aren't behind me.
Devastated.
It's really hard then to pick yourself up and find it from somewhere to think you can do this, you can do this. It gives you strength as a performer, because you have to be able to handle rejection, and it gives you strength to think, no, if I'm at the lowest, I've got to bring it right back up. Tonight's performance has to be everything. It's the last time and the only time I've got to take the risks and show everybody exactly what I'm here to do and what I can do. And I really, really want to go all the way.
How far she goes is up to you. Dare she dream of being Dorothy? It's Danielle! Our 18-year-old student is singing 76 trombones to blow you away and win your votes. Could Danielle be your Dorothy? She's counting on you. Here's Danielle!
Trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones towards the morning sun with 110 cornets.
Great job. Now, Danielle, here you are, one step away from potentially becoming a West End star. How much does it mean to you to have made it this far?
It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, 3 months ago, I was just, another girl at school, and now here I am, and I pretty much had my education on this stage, which hopefully, potentially, I'll be able to do the rest of my life, so...
All right, well, someone who's been keeping a very close eye on your progress is a friend of Dorothy, Tamsin Outhwaite. Here we go.
Danielle, good luck for this weekend. I'm so excited to be watching you. I'm so proud that you're in the final. I've always thought you'll make the perfect Dorothy because you're fantastic, you're amazing, you're brilliant, and if I was as good as you at your age, I would have been laughing.
Well, that's what a leading lady thinks. What about a leading man? Was that a partridge-pleasing performance, Tom?
The first time I saw you at the Hackney Empire, I said you were a contender, and you never, ever disappoint me. You really, really don't. You are sensational. This is what this show is about, people like you, finding musical theatre stars of tomorrow, today. You are a star.
Sheila, you've been a fan of Danielle. Are you sick?
Yeah, I think she's wonderful. I mean, your great skill is interpreting and acting a number, and unfortunately that number didn't call for a lot of acting, but you still did a good job of it. I remember you at the first workshop, and it was a revelation, this grave, solemn, witty little Dorothy. And you've never found... I was worried that what you did was subtle, and it was going to be lost in all the glitz and campery. But the public have picked up on it, and here you are. And I'm so grateful to the public that they've seen that.
All right, Andrew, you chose the song, 76 Trombones.
I don't quite agree with Sheila for the first time because I think the song's very witty. I think it's got some very funny lines. And what you did, Danielle, was that you conveyed that whilst you were dancing. Just remember, viewers at home, she was dancing through that. It was a fantastic performance. You're a worthy Palladium follower for the greats like Liza Minnelli and, of course, the wonderful Judy Garland and Sheila Hancock.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Do you want Danielle to win and grace the West End in Gingham? The number to call is 09011 2122, then add 03. And remember, the lines are open. You can vote for any of the Dorothys until we freeze them shortly. Don't let your favourite end up in third place and out of the competition. Earlier this week, the Lord invited the final three Dorothys to his humble abode for some well-earned R&R and one-on-one time with the man himself. Lucky things.
Hi, Andrew. Good morning.
Welcome to Siblington.
Am I really doing this? Am I really here in Andrew's estate?
How has my life led me here? It's wonderfully bizarre.
It's one thing to be able to work with Andrew, and it's another thing to come and visit him at home and, experience his house, and it's incredible.
Danielle, congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, to be the top three of this with the competition we've had this year is an achievement. Is this really the first audition you've ever done?
Yeah. For anything. I've also done auditions at school for school plays, and it was really scary,
so you just walked straight in, and now you're in our top three.
And now I'm in the top. I just did not expect. It's incredible.
Wow, is all I can say, but you're just so great. You've been fantastic having the competition.
Thanks for
We're so
having
lucky
me.
that we've got, I have to say, three great girls.
I just feel that, I'm ready now for Saturday. I'm ready to go out and give the best performance that I've ever given and just hopefully do Andrew proud.
Great to have you in the final.
Thank you so much.
As I've always believed in you. You're such a professional.
Thank you.
We know perfectly well, whenever you get on stage, that you'll deliver.
I mean, obviously, I've been in the bottom two 3 times now, and I just wonder if you could give me any advice that what the public aren't seeing, really.
I don't think that the public are necessarily seeing the real you. My advice to you is sort of forget all your training now and let that just all be sort of somewhere in the ether, and that you're now just Lauren coming out to sing and show what a wonderful, talented girl you are.
He's really filled me with much more confidence than I had in myself to begin with, and I just feel like whatever happens on Saturday now, I'm really proud of myself.
Did you think you'd get this far?
No, not in a million years.
Why didn't you think you'd get this far?
Because I just looked at the standard of the rest of the girls and just thought, this is, they're so good, and to compare to them and think that people think I'm just as good as...
But you are very good.
I know.
You are very good. And the thing with you is we've got to get you come out of that little shell of yours a little bit more. I can believe you as Dorothy, and I think a lot of people would believe you as Dorothy. And I know you have the talent within you to come through.
This day just keeps getting better and better. With Andrew saying these marvellous, wonderful things to me, that's just making me feel so confident. It's just the best day ever.
And for one of them, tonight will be even better. Our finalists have each sung their first solo number of the evening. They all desperately want your votes. Still not sure who to back? Here's a reminder of the performances so far, along with those all-important numbers. Just over 10 minutes before we freeze the lines and reveal which Dorothy is in third place and out of the competition. Remember, the two who make it through will be going head-to-head in our second live show tonight at 8:55. The stakes have never been higher. Our final three will now perform side by side with the Lion, Tin Man and Scarecrow. A fantastic opportunity for you to compare and contrast, so you can decide which of our Dorothys has that winning edge. Here they are, Lauren, Danielle and Sophie!
While away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And your head you'd be scratching while your thoughts were busy hatching if you only had a brain. Oh, you could tell me why the ocean's near the shore. You could think of things you'd never thunk before, and then you'd sit and think some more. Just a nothing, your head all full of stuffing, your heart all full of pain. You could dance and be merry, life would be a ding-a-dairy if you only had a brain. When a man's an empty kettle, he should be on his mettle, and yet you're torn apart. Just because you're presuming that you could be kind of human if you only had the heart. Picture me, a balcony, above a voice sings low. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? You hear a beat. How sweet, just to register emotion, jealousy, devotion, and really feel the part. You would stay young and chipper, and you'd lock in with a zipper if you only had the heart. Yet sad, believe me, missy, when you're born to be a sissy without the vim and verve. But you could show your prowess, be a lion, not a mouse, if only had the nerve. Oh, you'd be in my stride, a king down to the core. Oh, you'd roar the way you've never roared before, and then you'd run and roar some more. You could show the dinosaurs who's king around the forest, a king they better serve. Why, you'd be a regal Caesar, you could be another Caesar if you only had the nerve. If you only had a heart, if you only had a brain.
Our final three! Come and join me, ladies. Well done. All right, let's check in with the panel. Sheila, how do you think Lauren fared in that performance?
Fantastic. She related beautifully to all the animals or people, tin people. Smashing.
And Charlotte, how did Danielle compare to the others?
Can I just say, Danielle, you are one of the most remarkable talents I think has ever come out of any of these reality shows. And I think that performance was great, the way you interacted with everybody else on stage. But then also, I would pay really good money to watch you on stage.
John, how did Sophie match up?
Sophie, just think 9 weeks ago, you couldn't even walk down the stairs in those shoes. Now you're poltering around here like a real pro. You did really great.
And Andrew, how impressive were those two performances?
Well, they're fantastic. I'm sort of purring away here. It's absolutely extraordinary how far you've come, all three of you. And do you know what? I don't want to criticise now, because I just think you're, all three of you, extraordinary, and all of you could do Dorothy.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrew. Now, along with our search for Dorothy, we've also been on the hunt for her devoted doggy, Toto, who will join her for a one-off gala performance of The Wizard of Oz. It is a search that has gripped the nation. Everyone has gone, wait for it, Toto-ly nuts for it. It's time to reveal who has won. Every dog has his day, and this is certainly it for one of our 5.
It feels incredible to think that Missy could be a West End star. I would never, ever have believed it in a million years that this experience was going to happen. I couldn't be any more proud of my dog. Just sort of brought it home that I love her so much, and I'm just so grateful that I've got it.
The experience that Troy and I have had was absolutely amazing. Doing this has really changed my life. He's come such a long way in this competition. He is Toto. He puts his heart, his soul into everything that he does for somebody that he loves.
Dave is just a little farm dog, and for him to suddenly potentially be on the West End stage it's just amazing. He's just so calm and collected. I think he would be the best Toto of all time.
Everyone who meets Eddie loves him. He's just got a whole team of supporters now. I think Eddie would be a perfect Toto. It would just mean everything to us now to actually get the part.
Spider is the love of my life. I call him my little sunshine. Out of all the Totos, he is definitely the most enthusiastic. The comic timing of him is fantastic. If the judges decide that he could be Toto just for that one night, it would be amazing.
They all wanted the part, and now their fates lay in the hands of the panel.
All of these dogs can be Toto, it's just which one is going to be the very best Toto.
Yes, that's true. Well, Missy was the first dog to win Top Dog in the tasks that they were set. She showed the boys how to do it that day. She was amazing.
Eddie, the half-pug.
I think his personality shines, doesn't it? There hasn't been anything that's fazed him. He really has been steady Eddie. Dangerous Day with his eyebrows.
I mean, I think he's terrific.
And in the context of a gala performance, he has the right amount of presence without overplaying the role.
You can't not have a reaction when Spider appears on stage. It's never been seen before, a performing beagle. He's the comical turn that will. He is.
Yeah.
Steal the show. I saw Troy at the auditions, I fell in love.
He's a very steady, kind of relaxed fellow.
And a lovely nature, Troy.
Yeah.
He is the sort of dog everyone would picture as being their faithful friend.
So he's a strong contender, then?
They'd all impressed the judges, but only one could be Toto. It was down to the Lord to deliver the news.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
It's Andrew Lloyd Webber here. I got good news. Your dog is Toto.
So, who was on the end of the dog and bone? Jodie Prenger is here to help us unleash the triumphant dog. The winning Toto is... Dangerous Dave! Hello, baby. Hello. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, hello to you, too. Hi. Hi. How you doing? So sweet. So sweet. Now, why was it Dangerous Dave that impressed the Toto panel and Andrew and yourself so much?
Well, Jerry and Sarah and I both agree. All five. Oh, yeah, don't mind me. All of them were fantastic.
Has that star got fleas?
Well, they were fantastic. But Dave, he just was so consistent. And how can you not with a face like that?
I know, he's so cute. You are adorable.
Aren't you good?
Oh.
And you're going to be a superstar, Lord.
And, Jodie, you know, of course, the nation is voting right now on who's going to be Dorothy. You, more than anyone else, can relate to what they're going through. How are you feeling at this stage of the competition?
Do you know what? You'll have butterflies in your stomach, your knees, your elbows, everything, but you'll look back on tonight, and it will be the night of your life. It really will. So all the very best of luck to you, girls. All the very best.
All right. Thank you so much, Jodie.
Not at all.
And well done. Dangerous Dave, everybody. Oh, Winnie Toto. Bye. Bye, Dave. Bye. He's loving it. Hey, everyone. The lines are now frozen. Please don't call again until lines are reopened towards the end of the show. Your vote won't count and you may still be charged. While your votes are being counted and verified, what about our former Dorothys? They might not have made it to the end of the rainbow, but they are still reaching for the stars. Let's catch up with them on a night out in Theatreland, courtesy of our very own Sheila Hancock.
They may have left the dream of playing Dorothy behind, but it's not all over for our eliminated Dorothys, as they get together for a catch-up in London's West End.
It's a really exciting night because all of us girls are together. You can go and see Sheila Hancock on stage.
That is the loveliest you have ever
1, 2, 3, 4!
It was really nice seeing Sheila up there, but just sort of makes you think, oh, right, I see, that's what she's trying to get me to do.
Having seen Sheila practice what she's preached all series, the girls head backstage for a catch-up with their leading lady.
I'm desperate that they all have a really good, well-planned future.
I want to know what you've been up to.
I've got a scholarship for the music theatre course. I've had a couple of auditions, and I've got some next week. Got myself an agent now.
That's amazing.
Doing my A-levels.
Good. Good, that's what I advise you to do.
It's so nice to have somebody in the industry who you can, you know, turn to if you've got any problems, because it is hard.
To inspire the girls further, Sheila introduces her cast members and old friends of the series, including 12th place Nancy, Amy Booth Steele.
2 years ago now that we did it, and it was like the best thing that I ever did. But it really does just open so many doors.
Just wanted you to have an example of girls that are actually up and working.
I got this gig through that Nancy. Just to see them and how successful they've been. I mean, I really want to be successful like that.
Sheila said tonight that she's kind of going to follow us and want to stay in contact and is really going to kind of keep caring for us, so that's really nice.
I have no regrets taking part in the competition. If anyone was to audition for the show, I'd tell them to do it again and again and again.
We're going to watch them, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well done.
They might have gone, but they're certainly not forgotten, and I'm thrilled to welcome them back. Performing Empire State of Mind, it's our returning Dorothys!
Grew up in a town that is famous as a place of movie scenes. Noise is always loud, there are sirens all around, and the streets of me. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere, that's what they say. Seeing my face in lights, saw my name on marquees found down on Broadway. Even if it ain't all it seems, I got a pocket full of dreams, baby, I'm from New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can do, now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new, bigger lights will inspire you. Hear it for New York.
Great job, ladies. All right, this is it. All your votes have been counted and verified. In a moment, we'll reveal which two girls are still in the running to be Dorothy and who is in third place and out of the competition. Remember, the Lord has no power. It's completely down to you. There are just two places in our second live show tonight. The successful Dorothys will go head-to-head for your votes as they battle it out to become Andrew Lloyd Webber's next leading lady. There may be no place like home, but none of our finalists want to go there tonight. One, Dorothy's dream is about to come to an end. I will now reveal, in no particular order, which two Dorothys are safe and still in the competition. Danielle. You could still be Dorothy. Congratulations. You're through to our second live show tonight. Lauren and Sophie, please step forward. For one of you, your Dorothy dream is still within reach. For the other, it's the end of that yellow brick road. The Dorothy safe and going head-to-head with Danielle is... Sophie! Congratulations! Please leave the stage. Lauren, come and join me. Lauren Samuels, everybody! You have done so well. So well. A huge amount of respect in the room. Lauren, apart from all the love, what do you think you'll take away from this experience, Lauren?
Oh my goodness, I've learned an incredible amount about myself and about my ability as a performer, and I have made some incredible friends. Friends for life. I just want to say thank you to Andrew, thank you to all the panel, the backstage crew, everyone that helps us out, hair, makeup, everyone. It's just been fantastic.
Well, you have been an astonishing performer. Andrew, are you surprised at this result?
Do you know, honestly, I'm not, because I wondered whether they would go for the two younger girls. That was the reason. But let me tell you something, Lauren. I'd be proud to work with you, and you know my phone number and I know yours. So we'll be in touch.
And do you have any feelings about what way's going to go later?
Well,
Sophie,
I am not going to be drawn about this.
All
because
right,
you've got two really equal contestants. You really have.
Well, Lauren, we've loved having you. Congratulations for getting this far.
Thank you.
But you know what time it is. Yes, it is time to hand back your shoes. So if you'd like to join your fellow Dorothys, there she is, Lauren, everybody! So, Lauren is no more. Now it's between Sophie and Danielle. Only one can win that life-changing West End role. There's everything to sing for in our final live show later tonight. All right, let's say goodbye to Lauren.
We thank you very sweetly for doing it so neatly. You've ditched us so completely that we thank you very sweetly. When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, birds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow, flying in the right hand high. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Lauren, everybody! Come and join me. And then there were two, Danielle and Sophie. I am reopening the phone lines now. All votes cast for these final two girls early this evening will be carried over and will still count. To vote for your favourite Dorothy, call 09011 2122. Then add 01 if you want Sophie to win, or 03 if you want Danielle to win. Calls cost 25p for BD landline. Other operators may vary and cost mobiles will be considerably higher. 14p for each call will go towards the BBC Performing Arts Fund, and if you're under 18, remember to get the full player's permission. Full terms and conditions are available at bbc.co.uk/Dorothy. Sophie or Danielle, who will walk away with those ruby slippers? It's all up to you. Join us at 8:55 tonight